Hi, it's Dora, and I'm one of the meditation teachers here at Headspace. Welcome to Sunday Scaries. I'm so happy to be back, sharing my thoughts and meditations on what I think is one of the best days of the week. Now, I know that Sundays may not be a favorite day for everyone. I mean, the phrase Sunday Scaries was coined to address the fear and dread it causes for some people. But an important thing to remember is this: Sunday is just another day. And that's what this podcast is all about, giving you the tools to look at your week a little differently and reminding you that through mindfulness and meditation, we can define Sunday in a way that works for us. So this got me thinking about the history of Sunday. How have people defined this day over time? To find out, I did some Googling, and I saw that the idea of rest has long been present in Judaism. The Jewish Sabbath, or Shabbat, is observed right before sunset on Friday and lasts until Saturday night. This day off each week gives people time to be with their loved ones and contemplate their spirituality. And during the Roman Empire, it was typical for people to work all through the week, Sunday included. It was only when Christianity began to spread throughout the West that people started to protest and say, how are we supposed to worship the Lord on Sunday if we're so busy working all day long? And so, with enough pushback, attitudes changed. In 321, Rome's first Christian emperor, Constantine, declared that Sunday would be an official holiday every single week. Regardless of how they decided to get there, most societies have come to the conclusion that at least one day off is necessary. In Islamic practice, the weekend includes Friday, which is set aside for congregational prayers. The meaning we give to Sundays and how we define rest really depends on who you're talking to. But by defining Sunday for ourselves, that scariness can slowly start to dissolve. There's a subtle sense of empowerment and possibly control that can emerge when we're able to define our days and not allow our days to define us. By reflecting on what we want for the day, not only are we acknowledging our needs and filling our cups, we're also prioritizing ourselves, and this can help us to take on the coming week with more energy, focus, and clarity. And you know what? Having some rest may even give us a new perspective on things. You may feel like your seemingly endless to-do list is actually manageable because by resting, you now have the energy to tackle what's on the list. In all honesty, though, having Sundays as a day of rest may be hard at first. It's totally normal to feel anxious and pressured to dedicate an entire day to rest. But with practice and a little bit of compassion too, taking the time for yourself can become familiar. And if you find yourself experiencing anxious feelings around resting, this is where mindfulness can be supportive. For example, paying attention to how you relate to Sundays and to rest. Noticing the different thoughts and feelings that arise and trying your best to acknowledge those feelings instead of running away from them or judging them. Over time and with practice, this will help with working with them and not fighting against them. So with all that said, let's take a moment now to reflect on what meaning we've given Sunday and see if we can approach this day in a way that feels right for us. So wherever you are, begin to settle in and get comfortable. Eyes can be open or closed. And maybe unclenching the jaw and relaxing the shoulders. And then taking some nice, big, deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And now, bringing to mind the evolution of your Sundays. What do Sundays mean to you? Perhaps the meaning has been passed down from generation to generation. Or maybe we've just been following the course of society. Just gently noticing what arises in the mind, bringing the mind back each and every time it wanders. And now, noticing what you would like Sundays to mean. What does your most ideal Sunday look like? Maybe there's some rest, adventure, play, or you even could be working uninterrupted. And again, just noticing and getting curious. There's no right or wrong way to do this. Just reflecting and imagining, observing whatever comes to mind. And then lastly, what would you like Sundays to feel like? In just one word, sensing how the body feels and where the mind goes. And then taking a deep breath, and on the exhale, slowly and gently opening the eyes. So, whatever rest means to you, I have some good news. You have the freedom to do it your own way. Take back the kind of Sunday you want. We can give ourselves the peace we need in exactly the way we need it. And we can remind ourselves that this is possible on other days too. Listen to yourself and take moments to rest in a way that makes sense and feels right for you. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you'd like to share what Sunday means to you, find me over on Instagram at Dora. Every Sunday, I'll be hosting a live guided meditation to prepare us for the week ahead. Speaking of which, I'll see you here next week where we'll talk about the beauty of non-negotiables. Take care. For more amazing mindful content, download the Headspace app today.